Welcome to Dumbfounding Dishes podcast, the only podcast that's as offensive as the name suggests. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just made that up.
I think you almost nailed it.
I just made that up.
I had like a little bit of doubt at the beginning, but you're a little shaky.
Okay. Welcome to the only podcast on the internet that is as offensive as the name suggests. Say that 3 times fast. As or offensive.
Offensive as the name suggests.
So we have 2 new sponsors. One of our first sponsor is Good Clean Love, organic lube.
Is that lube made for plants?
No, it's 95% organic, water-based with aloe, doctor-recommended lube. It doesn't say lubricant. It says lube. Look, that does not say lubricant right there. That says...
No,
what does that say?
Back it up.
Right there, you can see it now.
Personal lubricant.
Lubricant. What the fuck is lubricant?
Where are you getting these products from? Is that from like fucking Wish or some shit?
It's PETA approved. I don't know. I never tried this product, but they're a new sponsor, so buy them. Do whatever the hell it is you do with this stuff. I really don't know. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Something if you're buying it. If you're buying
and well, no, it's a sponsor. I didn't actually buy it. I got it for free. It's a sponsor. We don't actually have sponsors, so don't listen to anything I'm saying. But that's a sponsor of the show. And our second sponsor is Malibu Pina Colada. Malibu Pina Colada. Let's give this a taste. Malibu Pina Colada.
Anymore. That's it. Bud Light's endorsing us.
This is Bud Light no longer endorses us. We're not trans enough. So let's give this a taste. That's god awful.
Is it?
I don't even want this for free, guys. Why are you? It tastes like as if you took a pina colada and took a shit in it.
Well, here's to you, Mike, for taking one for the team because I'm drinking.
Pinkies up.
Dickel bourbon. I got
Dickel bourbon.
Dickel bourbon. Yes, it's very good. It's very good whiskey, and I'm accompanied by some pink flamingos, as you can see on my glass, and also pink flamingos as my decor in the background. Very floral today, so I wore the palm tree shirt.
I actually love real pina coladas, but this is not. This is guys. This is trash.
Real pina colada is made out of a blender. You can't put pina colada in a can. I don't think.
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't call it a pina colada. I'd call it shit. Pick a color, blue or purple. Blue.
A pupia colada? Yeah, it's like sugar, water, alcohol, purple, right? That's and fizzies.
Well, no, they wrote pick a color, blue or purple. If you hear now, it says there's 5 people here, which could be an actual 5 people, or it could just be all me watching from 5 different windows.
It's just you, saying. It's Patricia, it's Jonathan, it's. You know, it's all the names.
So please like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Now on to the actual show. Now that we're done with our sponsors.
Well, we're gonna show people today how horrible we really are. Like, I mean, you know, I was thinking about naming the episode "Guilty Pleasures," but I was like, no, it's a little suggestive to something perverse. So what my guilty pleasures are now, and I think Mike shares a few of these internet guilty pleasures. I watch kids just wiping out, getting hurt, like on repeat. And so we name the episodes. I laugh at when kids get hurt. I admittedly do. It's funny. They are more resilient than we are. So when they fall like we do, they get up right away and are not injured. If you fell the way half these kids in these videos that we're going to show you fall, you'd be sent to the ER immediately. And these kids wipe out hard. They wipe out hard.
Full disclosure, I don't agree with Ryan at all. I don't think kids getting hurt is funny at all. I think it's quite horrible.
That's intense. You laughed really hard. Those LOLs were loud.
I'm not going to laugh at any of this.
Bonk. Head injuries. 2. Trying to walk has 2 head injuries.
Like I said, I'm not going to laugh at all to this.
This one's good. The middle one.
I'm coming.
she gonna fall? Is she gonna fall? Nope. Oh, that's wrong.
Now, if you felt like that, Mike, just
How do I
rewind
do it? Like, hold on. There's no way to just like keep scrolling with it. Weird.
Nah, you gotta pick up the square.
Oh. He doesn't even look at the girl on the floor. He looks at the fucking camera.
That kid, like, if we're a full-grown adult falling like that, would have snapped their neck. You'd be in a brace.
What? Can I just see it? Move. Go.
Ooh, is this one? Uh-oh. He breaks. Some of them are funnier than others. This one was sort of funny.
Oh.
Those happen.
I like the guy laughing.
Yo, I used to see one of those a week. Once a week, I saw somebody wipe out hard like that. At least.
Oh, I feel bad.
It's a life lesson. Life lesson was in there.
It went from smiles to. So I took my daughter to the park once, a playground like that, and she was very excited because we were inside all day and we just got to the playground. We just got there, like we just walked in the gate, and she runs and beelines it to a ladder to climb it. Falls, lands face first into the ladder, and cuts open her mouth all above her teeth. Luckily, she missed her teeth because that would have broke her teeth. But she cut the gums. But she didn't cry at first. She fell, got hit. She gets up and goes, "Dada!" And then she
cut her lip.
And then she sees the blood, and then she starts crying.
Yeah.
Poor little guy here. Poor guy.
He'll live.
In slow motion. Oh, this is so funny.
It's like an adult crying now.
Nope. Never climb the back of the. You're gonna learn. You never climb the back of Say. Oh, it wasn't that bad.
Say that was a wrestling fall because his hands hit the ground.
It smacked.
First.
Yeah.
So it was louder. The effect. This kid has a future in the WWE.
Definitely.
Oh, dog video too? That's fucking hilarious. Clobbered though, but he got tackled by the dog. Alright, skateboard videos.
Oh, this is why you wear helmets, elbow pads, and knee pads.
Protection, kid, protection. And these are newer videos. Like, these aren't like when we were kids.
Oh, right in the nose. Not the forehead, not like the mouth. The nose.
Give this girl a contract, Mike.
Give this girl a contract. What's this?
1, 2, 3, jump.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. That just doesn't seem like a good idea. Nope. Oh, doesn't. How to not land. How to not.
2, 3, jump.
How to not land, everybody.
I would like to say this. They give you the courtesy of the slow-mo. Like, they didn't ask for the slow-mo. I didn't know I needed the slow-mo, but you need the slow-mo with this.
This is going to be disastrous. My daughter once tried to climb on me like this, and I was like, don't do that. And that's why.
Face plant. A lot of them are top-heavy. That's why. A lot of these kids got big heads, and they just go, like, face first into everything.
Hold on. What's this guy doing?
It's not a child. It's a big baby.
He's a big child.
He's a big baby.
Oh.
Fucking idiot. You fat fucking idiot.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Holy crap. So charging pack fell out, bro.
Oh, so speaking of...
I've never seen an overturned hover round. I can't say. And I live in South Florida.
We have to figure out your mic because it's also loud again. It's so fucking weird.
Really?
It's so weird.
I haven't touched my settings.
No, I mean it's so weird. It's very well. I don't know if the settings reset every time. It's so weird. Anyway, this guy right here, you should have known you're back heavy. In the scooter, look where the seat is. Your back. Oh, it's fucking,
He's everything a heavy.
he's everything heavy.
Go on, Nigel. Testing out his skills on the scooter.
Testing out his skills on the scooter. You're not supposed to lean back at this point, and well, let's be honest. I don't think he could lean forward or back. He just has to go with wherever his body goes.
You gotta. You have no choice at this point. I think they're Scottish, right? They sound Scottish.
Something like that. What's this? You're gonna fall forward. You're gonna fall forward. That hurts. That had to fucking hurt. That's your back.
When thinking your Spider-Man goes wrong.
What's this? Kid looks like he's gonna get hit in the head with a skateboard. Ooh! Ooh!
It wasn't the mouth.
It smacked his nose. Oh! Right in the bridge of his nose.
You gotta get your head out of it.
Her head. Oh
Oh!
shit.
What do you think was gonna
Pooping out her
happen?
head. Oh shit.
Oh shit is right.
Pooping out her head. Oh shit.
That kid took a wicked 12-6 knee. Usually
12.
it's an elbow.
What's this? Oh, the baby's in the carrier right there. What are you doing? Oh my god!
Ma, what are you doing, Ma?
No, but that was a bit much.
That kid, like.
I hope
threw
the kid's
itself.
okay. I hope
So
the
too.
kid's okay. I
You
don't
can't post if the
like.
kid dies.
Hold on.
The kid is. You can't post.
Rolling. Oh, it's okay. It's only the back. It was only the back and side. He did not hit his head.
It was so.
Kid's still crying. That's a good sign.
Was it a child or was it a dachshund? I can't tell. Like, what was it? That
Hold
went so
on.
fast.
Let's see.
Is that slow?
No, that's a kid. It's a kid. I don't want to laugh at that. It's horrible.
Oh, that was bad.
No, this is gonna be bad too. No, don't do that. Don't. Why are you just recording the baby? Why are you laughing at your child?
Like that, Mike. If I felt like that, that's death, right? You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're living with a tracheotomy.
Go back, go back, go back, go back. Ooh.
All right, I've seen that happen a dozen times as a kid. I've seen so many friends wipe out like that.
I've done that. The one day, my friend who had ADHD or ADD or some nonsense, he took Ritalin. And one day he goes, "Hey Mike, let's go BMX biking." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He takes his Ritalin before we go out. He goes, "Hey, you want one?" I'm like, "I don't know. Do I want one?" He goes, "I don't know. You might enjoy it." I'm like, "What is it?" He goes, "It's Ritalin." I'm like, "No, but what does it do?" He goes, "You'll be fine." So I take one, and then I go BMX biking, and now I don't give a shit. I guess
You're
it
like-
just made me not give a shit. And I did that basically. I went up, landed
Wow.
down, lost my footing, hit my nuts, hit my face on the bar, flipped forward, and was laughing the entire time.
You're more. I mean, even when you're a teenager, you're a little bit more resilient. Although more friends were breaking bones when you got to teenage years, who were wiping out like that. Like you didn't hear that many broken bones as a kid, although you had the one or two friends who did. My brother had a
Broken
broken arm when
bones.
he was 9 years old.
I broke my shoulder blade when I was like 9. I fell off a bunk bed.
I broke my foot when I was 8.
Ow.
Yeah.
And this kid's about to break his face.
Slow down, slow down.
Aww.
That kid is just crying from the adrenaline. I swear to you.
No, I think his knees are hurt. And what's the other kid doing? He's like, "Yo, you're a bitch."
He went over the handlebar, I think. His knees.
Oh no. No, his face. It's just his face and his ego.
He had his ego. He went into the roses broke his fall. Oh, not the rose bush. The flower. Oh no.
Not that bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
like I said,
not
these
that
would
bad.
happen. These would happen once a week. These wipeouts. One of your friends would. Oh,
No, you're gonna hit
no.
the bar. You're hitting it. You're hitting the bar. Ooh. That can cut you open. That can cut you open. Uh-oh. No. You're not far back enough. What are you doing? No. Oh, wow.
Ragdoll.
Wee. Nope. You didn't go further back. Oh, that's bad. Her face hit the fucking ladder.
Yeah.
This mother, what she's doing? That's what you get. Nope. Oh, you idiot. Aw. Oh, that's not how that works, kid. No. Oh.
The hitting the diving board is crazy though, because that's like
Ow. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt.
Pause that one. Dude, there was always a friend, right? That was always like, yo, bro, if I go on this side, I'm like jump on that side as hard as you can, I'm gonna fly. And either the thing would slip and hit them in the nuts, or they would fly and not stick the landing and like bust their ass hard.
So
they would go flying and then bust their ass.
as we've discussed on the podcast, we were fans of WWF when it was called WWF.
Yeah.
I used to have in my grandmother's house where I lived. I grew up there clearly, and the basement was like a finished basement, but no one lived down there. It was like a living room. And what we did was we took all the mattresses in the other rooms and put them on the floor of the living room in the basement and made a wrestling ring.
The ring, yeah.
And we were going on top of the cabinet, which is the old school solid wood cabinets, and jumping down as if those were the turnbuckles onto each other. So in one of my grandma's boxes or bags, I found an old Nintendo, which I wasn't actually old at this point probably, but it was a Nintendo.
Yeah.
This is the 90s, I think, late 90s. And I go, we should do a scene where I bash this over your head. And my cousin was like, sounds great. So the first thing we do is
it's always a good idea.
Yeah, we're recording it with my grandma's old VHS recorder, so it records directly to a VHS tape. And so the first scene, he comes off the turnbuckle, and I like clothesline him, and then as he gets up, I hit him with the fucking Nintendo. The only problem was the Nintendo didn't break, and we didn't.
And they're sort of hard.
Yes, so we completely intended to having the Nintendo smash. So my cousin said that hurt, but it wasn't good enough. Let's do it again and try to make sure it breaks. And I go, okay, no problem.
Should have taken a couple of screws out of it.
So then we do it again. It doesn't work. But now my cousin's like, okay, my head hurts. Let's just take the screws out. I'm like, why did we do that to begin with? So the third time's a charm. I hit him in the head with it, and it smashes into pieces because there were no screws.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, yes, Hiddleston. In hindsight, I definitely should not have ruined a Nintendo. That was my bad. I didn't mean to.
I still have mine in arm's length.
Wow.
I have mine. It's right there. Would you like to see my Nintendo, Mike?
As long as we're actually.
Do you think the viewers would like to see my Nintendo?
As long as we're actually talking about Nintendo, it's not a euphemism for something else.
It is a part of me, Mike.
It's
a part of me.
All right, let's see your Nintendo. As watch kids fall. Ouch. Oh, dog! He wiped him out. Oh, that's not how that works. Okay, the fat kid's gonna fuck up. No, he didn't.
Oh,
no, she did. I was.
that was unexpected. I did not expect
yes. Oh God.
Dude, if they were all adults, he'd be. Bad decision. That kid made a bad decision.
Okay.
A lot of
so
injuries.
I've never attempted a backflip into a pool. No matter what age I was, I knew better. The front roll into the pool is so much easier. You cannonball belly flop. That hurts, but it's better than slamming your back on the edge of the pool.
I watched somebody cannonball try to do a somersault cannonball and hit their head on the edge of the pool because they only did it halfway.
Look at this comment. It's kind of funny. I will never understand the people who grow up holding their nose. Can someone please explain it to me? Like, do they think water's just going to fly up their nose? Do they inhale water for some reason? Yes, you do. It does fly up your nose. I hold my nose most of the time unless I'm going to, I'm seriously diving. Then there's no...
There's a way you could go in, but if you try to go in just like out of a helicopter, like feet first, you know what I mean? Like the fucking Navy SEALs do or whatever. Like if you do that shit, your water will go up your nose because that's you should hold your nose if you're just gonna be a cannonball or maniac or some shit. The swing.
This seems bad. This seems like a bad idea. This is giving me anxiety. This is giving me anxiety. Oh!
I thought she was going over the fence. I thought for sure she was clearing the fence because she was if she leaped at the right time, but I didn't know she was going to flip inside out.
Oh.
I was flipping over the fence.
Not to change the subject really quick, but I found this video, and I was very confused at first. And the guy's he's blasting these birds with a rifle.
No, Mike. I have these things that sleep in my backyard at night. These same ducks, Muscovy ducks. They shit everywhere, and that's okay. They're birds. Their shit comes up pretty easy. If I hose it off or it rains, it washes away. They don't really fuck around. They don't really eat my fucking plants or anything like that. And they mutual respect. If I go in my backyard, they'll waddle away. They'll be like, all right, motherfucker, I'll walk.
Just punt them away next time.
Let's watch this video. You can do to them because they are an invasive species. By the way,
Is that a real rifle? It has to be, right?
It's a 22 rifle. Yeah, he's shooting with a 22.
Does he have a silencer on that thing? No, right?
He might have some sort of suppressor because it's not loud. Right? It's very.
Yeah. It sounds like some kind of suppressor.
Nice shooting, y'all.
His dog's bugging out.
Do they eat them?
Okay, can I tell you the story about these things? They were brought down here like to feed the farm workers and the plantation workers, and they're from I think Central and South America, but they multiplied like crazy. So they're in everybody's backyard in South Florida. They fly around all over the place. They brood everywhere.
So you can eat them, is what you're saying?
I wouldn't. They're like
What?
gamey as fuck. I hear they don't taste good. I hear
Barbecue
they're not.
sauce. Barbecue sauce. It fixes everything.
And the goose that you're used to, it doesn't taste like that. It tastes like something else.
Come on, duck l'orange.
Like there's some invasive species like the Muscovy duck, like the fucking iguana, which I'm at war with. The iguanas now, Mike.
Okay,
it's official.
okay, hold on. I wish you would have told me like days ago, because I would have created like a whole iguana war. No, the next episode will be part 2 of the iguana wars. Let's do part 1. So what's going on with the iguanas?
Okay, so in a flashback to part 1, they were shitting in my pool last summer as they come out of wherever the fuck they're hole up. I don't know if they're living in my backyard in the bushes or where.
Those of you who don't know, Florida has a very big problem with iguanas. And when it gets a little cold, they fucking fall out of the trees and kill people. Yes. They've killed people.
If they fall out high enough, they can strike and kill somebody. But they damage cars all the time. That shit happens all the time. But they're not from South Florida, again, like the Muscovy duck, like the pythons, right? So in some counties, you're allowed to kill them. My county, you're not allowed to shoot them in your backyard. In the next county over, if you have a 22 rifle or a shotgun with birdshot, you're allowed to shoot them on your property. But either way, they're everywhere. And they're invasive, so they're like encroaching on other species and shit in South Florida. Anyway, these motherfuckers live in my backyard and like take shits in my pool. So I'm constantly cleaning fucking lizard shit out of my pool. In the winter, not so much, but in the summers, yes, because they're very active. Now, they're active again. And what they're doing is I planted this nice little tranquil, like, spring, summer fucking, like, garden, like, hanging gardens of Murphy on, like, in my fucking backyard. And this motherfucker on the DL started eating my fucking beautiful plants that I planted over the spring. Now, not only, I don't know if it's he or she, to be quite honest with you, there's 3 of them. There's one that looks like Godzilla that's gray, like the Gray Hulk, and then there's another small green one and another small gray one.
So, if you can't kill them there, how are you going to war?
Oh, I'm going to kill them.
But I thought you just said your county doesn't want you to kill them.
Well, they don't want you to kill them with a firearm at all, but
a bow and arrow or a crossbow.
Slingshot, buddy. I'm going to, like...
Ooh. No. That's too lame. You gotta do. I'll show you what you gotta do. I'll show you.
What are you gonna tell me, Mike, that I haven't thought of already with these motherfuckers? So now this is the story we're at right now. They haven't shit in my pool in a couple weeks, but they've eaten 3 of my fucking beautiful ass plants and the flowers and all. A whole hibiscus tree. These motherfuckers ate a whole hibiscus bush, not a tree.
Wow.
Like, yeah. Dude, bro.
Wow.
Motherfucker, Mike, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be here in an iguana skin jacket. I swear to you.
Here.
This winter, iguana skin jacket. Boots, at least.
Here's how you should kill the iguanas.
Oh, like Javier Bardem in No Country? Oh, man, I love this movie.
Here's how you kill those iguanas. You walk up to them, and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" You say, hey, iguana, step out of my backyard, please.
What is that for?
Oh man. The number one biggest oof.
Yep, that's how you should kill the iguanas.
Well, that might have to happen, but I'm thinking more along the lines of slingshot in my backyard.
It's a lot cheaper to get a slingshot than to buy a cattle gun with a.
It's lethal to animals almost as big as a human, bro. So you know what I mean?
So someone brought up the where'd it go? The Great Emu War. Have you? That's real. That's in Australia.
It's
And
Australia, yeah.
and you ready for this? And they almost lost. The humans almost lost.
But did the emus have fucking nukes or some shit? What the fuck were the emus on?
They had numbers. They had the numbers. Australia has more land than it does, like more land, uninhabitable land than inhabitable land by human at least.
I have a theory, right? And you know, like, you remember like Planet of the Apes? Planet of the Apes, they had like that fucking
Which one?
enhancement or whatever. All of them, like they were all like pretty much the beginning, the one with Mark Wahlberg and shit, like where they were enhanced and then they ended up taking over. The emus were taking over maybe because, and I have a theory, like how humans have drugs, like we have mushrooms and weed, and all these drugs and shit like that, and maybe some of them don't work on other animals, and other drugs work on other animals, but not the same they work on us. Maybe emus had like amphetamines and steroids, and they just were like, but it's like a bush in the wild that does nothing to us. But to them, gives them like fucking elevated testosterone levels and shit, and they keep reproducing like rabbits, and they're big, dude. They're big.
They're not small.
There's another bird that's fucking could kill a human. That's almost the size of an ostrich. That they have a big orange crest, the males or some shit.
A big orange crest.
There are birds out there. Just know this, Mike, that can kill you and me. Birds. There are dinosaurs that still exist.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Birds. Like that fucking hawk from South
So
America.
I love
Harpy eagle.
I love how we get sidetracked. Now I'm very sidetracked. I'm very curious as to what this is about. So let's see what goes on here.
What goes on? Australia.
This is Australia. For the man who imagines being strangled by a tarantula while a kangaroo breaks his kneecaps and thinks, yes, please. For the man who pictures himself being eaten by a snake in the burning outback while eating a Vegemite sandwich and thinks...
Vegemite. Have you ever tried Vegemite?
It's like peanut butter, but not peanuts.
So-
It's made out of a vegetable product or something. Vegetable butter.
I
or
was in
something
this
like
city and my wife wanted to go to this place, and I thought it was a German restaurant because based on the food that they had inside, I was like, this is German. She says, no, it's Australian. I go, it's Australian? She goes, yeah. You can't tell. Everything has Vegemite in it. I'm like, I don't fucking... What's that? And then I had
everything
like...
has Vegemite in it? They put Vegemite in
It
everything?
didn't, but it was like Danishes with Vegemite and rolls. Like there was...
Yeah, a
So,
lot of shit that had it.
It was my first time having it, and I thought it was fucking delicious. But, you know, that's just me.
So you like Aussie
Yes,
Yes.
please. And that man was Governor Arthur Phillip, who landed in eastern Australia in 1788, presumably saw a dingo being eaten by a crocodile, being eaten by a death adder, being eaten by a koala, being eaten by Mel Gibson.
Didn't mean to do that. Where'd it go?
That
Now
sounds
I know what you're
accurate.
thinking,
Sounds accurate.
but oversimplified, the British didn't discover Australia, the Vikings did. And you'd be wrong.
What?
I'm not sure why you'd think that. But hey, if you love Vikings so much, then why don't you check out today's sponsor? Vikings War of Clans was inspired by the PC strategy and RPG games of the 90s we all love, like Age of
They
Empires
gotta make money
and
somehow, right? I
Civilization.
guess.
If is for 20 million new line from my links, this is great. The market will continue to grow coins and a protective shield.
Sorry. Trying to find the right point.
Stock market.
Buy! Man, this is great. The market will continue to grow forever. But what if it doesn't? Oh crap, I never thought of that. Sell! And the stock market crashed, which led to economic downturn, which meant banks wouldn't lend anyone any money, which led to more economic downturn, which meant everyone stopped buying stuff, which led to more economic downturn. And hey, what if all the crops in the Great Plains were destroyed in a drought,
Wait,
and then a big
is
dust
this
storm
the
engulfed
Emu War
area?
still?
That's right, more economic downturn. And in an effort to combat the crisis, America began imposing tariffs on foreign imports, which made
it
the
is.
economic downturn go global, and the Earth got really depressed. But one nation that was hit harder than most by the whole affair Australia. The problem for Australia was that it relied heavily on its export industry, and in the current economic climate, no one was buying. To make things worse, Australia had introduced its own currency and pegged it onto the gold standard via the British pound, but then the UK started messing with its own peg on the gold standard, and if this is starting to sound confusing, then let me oversimplify it for you. Hey UK, looks like my car's broken down. Want to give me a tow? No problem, friend. I got you.
Okay, when did we go to battle with the emus, whatever?
I guess they're getting to that.
More economic downturn. The point I'm trying to make is things weren't good, and in particular, it was Australia's farmers that were suffering most. After the First World War, Australia had given returning veterans land for farming, but with the current economic crisis, the farmers just weren't making enough money, and many left to go find work in the cities.
The farmers.
For those who remained,
Yeah, I think
things
so.
were about to get even worse.
I love this channel. He doesn't make videos.
That's funny. That's funny. It's a
Wait,
fucking emu,
have
bro.
you ever seen the history of the entire world? I guess. Have you ever seen the history of the entire world? I guess. I don't understand the sentence. Have
I've
you
seen
ever?
the entirety of the History of the World Part 1 by
Mel Brooks.
Brooks.
I started watching the second one.
That's out now, right?
It's on Hulu. It was very awkward seeing one of my beloved Disney characters saying, "Hey, put it in my butt," and I'm like, "Whoa."
Maybe I want to see this. Sounds like it's right up my alley.
It's
Like,
funny,
I
but
think-
it's funny, but it's also borderline fucking stupid.
Well,
Like
Mel Brooks.
like Nick Kroll has a lot of things in it, and I don't think he's that funny.
Yeah, I think he's sort of. I liked him, and I
In
liked
the
him
league,
a few
I liked him in the
times.
league.
He's overrated for
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, but let's see this war.
Before we get into that, it's time for some cultural exchange. My national bird is the bald eagle. It's a strong patriotic symbol of America and a deeply valued and protected species.
It's also a fucking savage, which is why it's, Are you looking for an eagle on your arm or something?
I got a couple. 1, 2.
My national bird is the peafowl. It's a beautiful creature whose vivid colors represent India, so we list it as a protected species. My national bird is the emu, and it's a pest. Also bloody delicious. Emus, 6 feet tall, 90 to 120 pounds,
Jesus.
and able to run at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, usually return to the coast after their breeding season. But suddenly they found Western Australia full of lush, wet farmland. Oh my, look at all this delicious wheat that just so happens to be growing here in large quantities. Hey guys, get a load of this. Oh my, look at all this delicious wheat that just so happens to be growing here.
You know what they didn't have?
Iguanas,
Guns.
bro. I'm telling you, dinosaurs. War with the dinosaurs.
Oh,
They didn't have guns. They didn't have guns, Mike.
I can't. Where's that link from? Let me see if I can find that link.
Hey, who left this big hole in the fence? Guys, get a load of this. Oh wow. What a lovely morning for some farming. What? Those damned emus, they have it in for me. They're bullies. They're nothing but bullies. Calm down, Bruce. They're just animals. It's not personal. Hey, Farmer Bruce, where did you find that hat? The toilet?
What?
Yeah.
You fucking emu!
20,000 emus cost the already
I'm
struggling
killing
farmers.
you.
1,000 emus. That was it, right? Is that what they just said? 1,000
Yes.
emus.
20,000 emus cost
20,000.
the already struggling farmers millions more pounds in lost crops and damages. The situation couldn't continue like this. Something had to be done. So in 1932, the farmers turned to the government for help. You'd think they'd go to the Minister of Agriculture, but these farmers said no. This is a job for the military. So they went to George Pierce, the Minister of Defense. That's right, Australia was to go to war with the emus. But not everyone was happy with the idea. This is barbaric. We can't go slaughtering thousands of our own national bird. Oh, come on, guys. The machine guns will make it quick and painless. Machine guns? You're using machine guns? This is animal cruelty. Look, I know it's unusual, but it's not like we're poachers turning the birds into feather hats. Think of the benefits. It'll be good target practice for our boys. The government can show it took action. Plus, I can get myself a nice new feather hat. Did I say feather hat? I meant I want to together chat with you.
What?
about getting you all some nice new feather hats. Did I say feather hats? I meant I want to wage terror at these emus.
No
turn
way
them
they
on
were
to
that
feather hats.
progressive back then.
What happened?
No way Aussies were that progressive back then.
Damn it! Of course, Pierce first made the farmers sign an agreement saying that they would pay for the whole thing and that Pierce wouldn't take any of the blame if the operation, that was clearly very stupid, turned out to
Right.
indeed be stupid. And the
Right.
operation went ahead.
Right.
Major GPW Meredith and his men were sent with 2 Lewis machine guns to hunt down and take out
Oh,
the...
so they don't always make guns like they used to, and those things, those
Were heavy.
were heavy
and-
duty.
Yeah.
What's
but
up?
they would still put
Yeah,
out a
okay.
lot of fucking rounds. What up, Yoni?
We're learning about the Great Emu War.
It's a real war, John. It's a real war.
It lasted a very short period of time, and apparently the humans lost,
evil
Hum-
emu population
Humans went to war with the emus,
and they lost.
and they
in
lost.
Western Australia. Target spotted. Well, was it an emu? No, sir. It's an emo. Damn it, Jones. Learn your vowels. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was great.
Lovely.
It's not an emu, it's an emo. Shit.
Okay, it looks like the humans are coming for us. But check this out. I've come up with an amazing plan. See if you can follow me here, okay? When they approach, we run away. Sir, you're a genius. Pierce sent a camera crew along with the machine gunners to capture some good old propaganda for the government. And the
So not only are they going to war with an animal, they're creating propaganda to support the war against the animal.
Listen, Mike, what's war without propaganda?
Sad.
I mean, one goes with the other. Propaganda and wars.
the first battle took place in November at Campion. The men
The first battle.
spotted a mob of emus from a distance, so they set up their guns and opened fire. The emus split up into smaller groups and ran in every direction. The men were only able to kill what they called a number of birds, but the vast majority got away. Cut! Surprisingly, many of the emus were able to take multiple bullets, but still run at full speed to safety, causing Meredith to compare them to tanks, saying if we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. Okay, we need to get closer. No, you idiots, not to me, to the emus.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
No.
Where'd it go? There we go.
Oh.
Stop. Shit, I lost my train of thought. But like,
They huddled up. I was like,
no,
all
no,
right, I
yeah,
see
that was
this.
funny. So, if they had nukes, why shouldn't they use nukes?
Who, the emus?
No,
Or
the
the
humans against the emus. Just nuke them.
We didn't have nukes yet. This is World War One. This is
You're
before
right.
World
You're
War
right.
II.
Mustard gas.
Speaking of
Mustard
which,
gas.
They had that. They had that. They had biological weapons. They
Yeah,
had
just
mortars.
use-
They had mortar fire and they had bombs from airplanes, but they did not have nukes yet. Also, I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Friday. I have tickets to go
Nice.
see Oppenheimer on
Nice.
Friday. So I will let you know on Sunday on the next pod how that is. Speaking about nuclear bombs, but they didn't have
Sorry,
it. And if the emus, it would be useless because the emus don't fly, so they can't fly and drop it over the humans because they're flightless birds. So it's pointless.
I get it, guys. I don't. Whatever. Screw you all.
I like it. So next, they tried sneaking up on a large number of emus near a local dam and firing at short range. Maybe the men were just unlucky, but my professional opinion says the emus were magic because both guns jammed up.
What?
There's
To just
stormtroopers.
12
There were stormtroopers. It's like Australian stormtroopers. They couldn't
Just
fucking
unlucky,
hit it.
but my professional opinion says the emus were magic because both guns jammed after just 12 emus were killed, and once again, the rest got away.
Just use a Silence 22. Oh wait, they probably didn't have a Silence 22 back then.
But the suppressors were on the menu back then, or they might have been, but not like for large production for everybody's rifle, like kind of shit.
Cut!
By the way, the name of the channel that we're watching is called Oversimplify. They do lots of historical events such as World
Very
War One,
funny.
World War II, Civil War, and it's fun. It's funny, it's fun, it's broken down for any idiot like us. Please go like and subscribe.
Animated history is the shit. I love it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Wow.
The men were feeling a little humiliated after
Wow.
losing to a pack of discount ostriches, so they decided
A pack of discount ostriches.
They are bootleg ostriches. They are. Ostriches are OG though. They were the first large bird, flightless bird that I knew
Yeah,
about.
but it's just so funny how he throws in little jabs. Like, they lost to a bunch of discount ostriches. Enjoy.
to move further south, where the emus were said to be tamer. And this time, they had a new strategy. Okay, Jones, here's the plan. You mount the machine gun in the back, I'll chase the emus, you shoot. Got it? Got it.
Yeah, it's not a fucking good idea.
I'm gonna shove that camera up your... The operation was a fiasco, and the press had a field day. In Parliament, Pierce was lambasted, and an opposition party member suggested that medals should be handed out to the emus, who had won every round so far. Pierce, feeling quite humiliated, called the operation off, but 4 days later the farmers approached again and said, "Hey man, the emus are still eating all our crops. Can you send the army back out here?" And Pierce was like, "Yeah, okay." So the operation was back on for round 2, and this time Meredith and his men had learned the emus'
What?
They went for round 2.
tactics and were much more successful, with reports suggesting the men were cutting down 300 emus every week.
That's it?
Hope you boys are getting great footage of this. What on earth are you filming? Despite the
Oh, I gotta love a good Mel Gibson
success,
joke.
the media had
Do you remember the movie Payback?
Yes.
That
That's
was
one
an
of my favorite-
awesome... Yeah, that was an awesome fucking movie.
I love that movie.
I saw that...
Fucking love that movie.
I saw that in theaters with my dad. And, like, I knew who Mel Gibson was. I liked him from Mad Max. So I was like, let's go... He's like, let's go see this movie. And I see the trailer. I'm like, it kind of looks boring. He goes, no, it's going to be good. It's just such a, like...
I recorded it off of cable or pay-per-view or something like that when the movie came out, like was released on VHS and
It's-
DVD.
It's such, like... I almost call it, like,
Said it a million times.
it's a nonchalant... not espionage. A nonchalant...
It's like John Wick on Xanax.
Yes. It's a nonchalant John Wick where he doesn't actually physically kill anybody with a gun. He just outsmarts
A lot
everybody.
of people get shot. No, he kills a couple of people, I think. He ends up having to kill a few lackeys.
You know, but I mean, he doesn't go guns blazing. He uses, like...
No. It's
Yes.
very low energy.
Speaking of movies like that, have you seen the movie's called Confidence?
Who else is in it? It's with him?
No, it's not with him. It's I don't remember the guy's name. It's the same guy he's in the movie 15 Minutes. If you remember the movie 15 Minutes with Robert De Niro and the guy, I can't remember his name. No, never mind. I know a lot of movies, guys. Ryan does too. But I know a lot of really, really bad movies too.
I had a lot of free time in the fucking late 90s and early 2000s, and I fucking watched a lot of fucking movies. Now I feel like I watch shit on streaming, but how much shit do I really watch that I retain? I retained all that other shit. If I had to mechanically
it's
put
different.
it in a machine, I remember it more.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
think so too. It's weird. It's weird because, like, so I'm rewatching the show Ozark, and I watched the first season years ago. It was too intense for my wife. She gets anxiety from it, so we never watched more of it. Then I recently went back and watched the second season, and I get up to spoiler alert. You've seen it, right?
Yeah. Listen, Ruthie Langmore is my spirit white trash trailer park
she's awesome.
person.
Anyway, so I get to the part where they open up a casino boat, and I go, "Oh
The
fuck!"
boat casino, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I go, "Oh fuck!" I saw all this already. I saw this entire season. I just didn't remember it, and I didn't remember it until that scene, and I'm like, "Shit." I should have started on season 3. I wasted the whole time watching season 2 because I didn't retain any of the information. It was all like new to me.
Yeah, man. Same thing happened to me with Breaking Bad when I had rewatched, because I watched season 4 and 5 live, but I was late to the game and I watched 1, 2, and 3 through streaming or through Netflix or something, right? And when season 4 and 5 came out, I rewatched the other seasons just to marathon it, but I didn't remember anything from season 3 at all. I remember the whole first 8 episodes, like that first
Yeah.
season. That's
Well, it's very hard to forget, but yes.
It's the first season of Walking Dead. You remember the whole first season, right? Like, but I don't remember anything after that. I remember the second season too, also of Walking Dead, but I don't remember anything else after that.
I literally just skipped to like the last 2 seasons and watched it. I forgot where I stopped watching it. Maybe season 3 or 4 I stopped watching it.
I was
just
4.
skipped.
I think everybody else, I think a lot of us that were really into it at the beginning.
Well, I think I watched more than that. I just didn't retain it, actually, because I think, hey, Sap, we watched a bunch of The Walking Dead. I mean, I know we finished it recently, but I mean before that, during the pandemic. No, she doesn't remember. Sick doesn't stick with people.
Some things don't. After a certain
I've lost
season,
interest.
your memory doesn't hold on to it.
In the whole thing. But with 1,000 emus killed, Pierce finally ended the operation and returned to Parliament declaring victory for the
There were 20,000.
humans.
There's
So there were
still-
20,000 emus out there destroying
They were
crops,
treated-
and you've killed 1,000. Mm-hmm. Meaning there's still 19,000 emus out there. Yep. And in addition, you've burned through 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Uh-huh. Meaning you wasted 10 rounds per confirmed kill. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one for the emus. At least I got a feather hat. What? So in the end, the emus won the Great Emu War of
Wow,
1932.
they did win.
And the emus continued to wreak havoc on the farmers for years to come. The government introduced a bounty system, which saw some success. But for a moment, let's take some time to remember the brave men who said goodbye to their families and risked their lives to take on the great, evil emu population
Wow,
in
look at
Western
the gut.
Australia.
Wow.
But even more
You're
important,
missing with
let's think
that?
of the friends they made.
They
It's
should
old
just.
guns.
They
That's an
should
old
have.
gun.
Yeah, I know. They should just went with a hunting rifle and shot them one at a fucking time.
Dude, a bolt action and or like a lever action.
Get the high ground. I don't know what the terrain is. If it's all flat,
A
I'm so
high,
sorry.
a high caliber, you know what I mean, or something that's like a lot of powder, so it fucking flies, and just snipe them. They didn't have anybody who's skilled enough. That's the whole point. Like the Aussies didn't really get.
So what is
this? This taught the Aussies a lot, actually. They probably became better soldiers after losing to the emus.
So this was sent to me. This was posted in the chat. I don't know if I've ever seen this before.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some
Yeah.
of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad. I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago. Actually, never. And also
What? What?
now. Nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right?
It's funny because it's true. That's literally like what Earth and the
Yeah.
universe is.
Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere.
Because now they think the universe is 27.6 billion years old or something like that. Not 13.4 billion.
What's crazy though is the more we find out.
Not only that, but that the way how fast everything's going, we will never see past that 13 billion mark.
Yes. 100%.
But
Yes.
there is another 13 billion after that. And there's also, this opens up that it could just be, has always been forever. Like in eternity is eternity, like a actual thing. It's not just a construct of our language. It is a real thing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Infinity
It's
is actually a
insane.
thing.
It's quite literally insane. And like we're here on a floating rock in this infinite thing of space.
Yep.
And we're fighting over the stupidest things, and we're gonna kill each other over the stupidest things.
Land, and it's
Imaginary borders, imaginary money, and
its significance of matter is such a fraction to the rest of the expanding universe. It is it's almost infinitesimally insignificant. It in itself is a black hole. Insignificance.
It's quite literally in the whole where where this really rare anomaly, a planet with life in this vast universe, in this vast
question mark with that rare shit, because we don't know.
We don't know, and it's infinite. So there could be more, but it's infinite, and we're this speck. We're not even a penny. We're the piece of dust inside the fucking, if even that much. And we're about to kill each other, or everything, destroy everything over nothing, basically.
And I'm about to watch a movie on Friday about that shit, about the guy who created the ability to do that.
Well, okay.
Isn't there a famous quote? What's the famous Oppenheimer quote? that he takes from the Bhagavad Gita or whatever
I
it's
am
called,
something
like
destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, I am Shiva. Is it Shiva? Does he quotes something the god Shiva said, or maybe I don't know.
Now I become death, destroyer of worlds.
Okay.
Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds.
It's a quote, but who
And
says it?
he's quoting, I can't say this name, some Indian dude.
A person? It's a person, or is it from a holy book or some shit? I'm not pronouncing it right.
Quoting Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita.
Well, we're horrible at this.
Bhagavad Gita. That's what I said. Bhagavad Gita. That's what I said. It's not how it's pronounced. Bhagavad Gita. That's not how. Is it? I don't know. Who says it? Which god says it? There's like a Hindu god that says it or some shit.
I don't know. It's the name we just said, the guy he quoted, or the person he quoted.
It's been so everywhere you don't
No.
need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
Wow.
That's every. That's a lot of every.
Yeah, this is literally it's crazy. And now it's over?
Forget this.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start.
What?
And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Quarks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news. The quarks are now...
This is crazy. My mind is like blown. If I was
I'm keeping up, dude. I've already gone through all these bullet points already. Like in some form or another. I've watched hours and hours of video on each of those 2-second blurs. Each 2-second blur, I've watched hours of videos on those 2-second blurs. Quarks, dude. The Higgs boson, the God particle. Once they discovered that shit, I was like, they know the bottom fucking building block of everything. And they got that quirk, up quirks, down quirks. There's everything, bro. It's crazy.
insane.
now happily married in groups of 3 called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space.
And then it condenses.
But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star. New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into even crazier space dust.
You know, I think I did see this. This is now, like I said, the digital things don't stick in your brain as much. I definitely saw this.
So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is...
Now the moon.
Weather
By the way, they don't think that anymore.
update, it's raining rocks.
What? Not the collision? No collision to make the moon? The moon just, we caught the moon? That's it. Right?
Let me see.
They're saying that we just caught the moon. We caught it, and it got stuck. There is the collision theory. There is collision theory that it happened like early after our coalescence into a sphere, and then we got hit by something that was molten, same material that was very close by, that formed not too far from us. But now there's a theory that says that we caught something that had already formed very far away from us, but got caught in our orbit around 3 billion years ago or some shit. And then pulled all the gases and matter towards us because it helped us with gravity and shit. And that's what created our atmosphere, was pulling all these comets in towards us.
So the new theory is not quite what you said. The new theory is saying that the moon was formed the same time the Earth was formed.
Together?
Yeah.
Like a binary star? When 2 stars form next to each other?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it says that probably what happened was the Earth was spinning so fast that as it was being materialized, pieces and matter broke away to create another planet, which is the moon, not a planet, but...
We got all the gas. and matter.
It's from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have had water inside them, and
And now they're not, and now they're saying this is different too. That it wasn't impacts with rocks with water. There was water already in the rock in Earth.
now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today, and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly
Ooh, I wonder how good chemical soup tastes.
space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I
What's up?
Programming.
would say. Tired of living at the
DNA.
bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the Earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times.
On and off. A
It's a
lot.
sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion. Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. Oh, okay.
The sun is a deadly laser.
No, I've been burnt by that laser.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish.
I can breathe. Lungs.
Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg.
Wow, I love how it breaks it down to the simplest form. Like, this is what's happening.
Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg. In the water. In the egg.
What's that?
Works.
What?
Evolution, everything is just the next update. The next update.
It's crazy, and think about that. That's what we do in our lives too, with TVs, devices, gaming systems, cars.
Shell was just the, the egg 3.0 or egg 6.0, when it was just tadpole eggs or like frog eggs, like the soft ones, or roe, like fish roe.
There's currently 6 people watching us. Hit that thumbs up and like if you want to.
6 is a crazy number.
Oh, I totally missed that. Yes, it was Oppenheimer. I didn't even realize that was a different person. I am so sorry for not noticing you. I have noticed you now. 5 minutes too late.
Are they going to see the movie on Friday? I'm going. We're going to see Oppenheimer. That's what we're doing.
I was going to say about Oppenheimer, going back to Oppenheimer. I like saying the name Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. Anyway, it just makes you feel smarter when you say Oppenheimer. No, I'm kidding. So not only was the nuclear bomb created, it was also nuclear power, which was also a game changer.
His goal was to make a renewable energy source kind of shit like everybody else was, like Tesla was.
Yeah, and then the government's like, hey, make a bomb. We're fighting these German people and these Japanese people. Can you do us a favor and make a bomb?
But then you have the this and the that, because the thing is, the rockets that the Germans created for us got us to the moon.
Well, and you know the story about how the fucking Russians figured out how to make the nuclear bomb, right?
And so did the Germans.
But no. Do you know how the Russians found out?
Espionage?
Yes, they had a spy. Like some asshole left the directions like in his hotel while he was visiting Russia, and he's a scientist from America, and it's like, hey.
Do you suspect the honeypot? Do you feel like maybe it was like in his pants, like hanging off the chair at the hotel?
Oh my
That's
God.
what that sounds like.
The honeypot.
That's what that sounds like. It sounds like a honeypot.
It's for me. Bye-bye, ocean. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure. Oh, fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart, don't worry about it, it does that all the time. Here comes a meteor.
Everyone's dead.
The dinosaurs are gone. It's mammal time, here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna...
So...
That was perverted to dinosaurs. I mean, I feel violated for all,
I noticed
early
something.
mammalians.
He didn't explain where the mammals came from. Dinosaurs came from this, and then the mammals just appeared. Where the mammals come from? All dinosaurs are dead. Where the mammals come from?
There's a lineage of animals that come from before the dinosaurs. Like, those animals that you see with the fans on their back? Their like classification of animal eventually end up becoming the mammals around the dinosaurs.
So, crocodiles and alligators are fucking dinosaurs.
Some flingodon.
You know that, right? Crocodiles and dinosaurs are old as fuck.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
300 million years old, like
Yeah.
sharks are as well and
Yes.
stuff, yeah. But I think it's like Dimethlodon or I don't know, Disomethingolodon end up their ancestors became the little rodents that were like survived the meteor impact.
The world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff and walk. No, like walk like that and grab stuff at the same time and bang rocks together to make
Wow.
pointed rocks. Ouch! And set things on fire. Youch! And make crazy sounds with their voice.
Like we're doing right now on the internet, making crazy sounds with our voice, but somehow other people understand. Dimetrodon. Thank you.
Which can mean different things. That's a human person. And now they're everywhere. Almost. Ice Age. What? You can walk over here? Cool.
Should produce the show.
Well, I guess we're stuck here now.
What's up?
Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing
Produce the show. Should be our our Google research. But I think Dimetrodons end up becoming mammals. I think that's what happened. Somehow over the 300 million year point,
Full disclosure to the audience, if you're new here, hello, S. Milton, Bromley, whatever. Just full disclosure, we both have degrees and doctorates in several different subjects, including every subject we talk about. So we are qualified to speak about these subjects, regardless of what they are. Always assume.
I have my PhD in dipshittery.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say here, is don't listen to anything we say. Research it yourself, because we could say the sky is blue, but you better check for yourselves.
And sometimes it's orange, like it was a couple months ago back in New York.
That was the end of the world.
Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything? Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping. Guess what happens next? More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, right?
There's too many fucking people.
Laws, power, society.
Society.
Did quickly.
Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what? Egypt. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put
That's probably wrong too, because they put back Egypt further.
wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China. And did I mention Indus River Valley civilization?
Wow.
The Middle East is getting more complicated, maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's the people with the horses, and they made an empire, and then everyone else copied their horses. Greeks.
The term the Middle East is a very late 20th century term. That wasn't what it was called before World War II. I don't think or maybe around World War I the term was first coined, but I don't think it was called that in the 1800s, for sure. I think they just called like everything Arabia, I think, or some shit.
Mesopotamia? No.
Well, that's what it was called 5,000-6,000 years ago. What the Middle East was called in 1895? What would they call the Middle East? It's not the Middle East. That's not the term they used. The term came from World War I or something like that, because they were dividing up territory. The Allies and
So the term Middle East may have originated in the 1950s, as you said, in the British India office. However, it became more widely known when American naval strategist Alfred Thayer Mahan used the term in 1902. Of course, the Americans have to come and say, hey, we did that first. Even though it may have originated in the 1950s, but we know.
But yeah, but I'm saying, what was the term that they used for the Middle East before that? What did they call it? They didn't call it Persia. They didn't call it,
What?
Call
Let's
it
see.
Arabia.
What did
No.
they call the Middle
I mean, the regions
East?
are the regions. Like Egypt is Egypt, Palestine is Palestine, Libya is Libya, right? But what was the region called?
West Asia.
Now,
That's kind of funny. That's kind of. Wait a second here. West Asia.
look at that.
So
my
it went
dude.
from West Asia to the Middle East. Weird.
That's pretty fucking. It's a little. I'm just saying, like, you just change the words, you know, and it becomes like a completely different thing because it is Western Asia. Because it is part of that continent. You know, Africa becomes Africa after the Sinai Peninsula is Africa.
So those of you who are new here,
And after Turkey, and then after is Europe, right?
for those of you that are new here, occasionally we'll stop in the middle of a subject, and you'll never hear us bring it up again, or we might bring it up next episode. But we'll stop in the middle of a subject randomly because of. Okay, who's the dipshit of the week? Who?
Spontaneous, but this one wasn't so spontaneous, but it was for me because I was following the story for a while. We found, or they found, the Gilgo Beach murderer. They found
For those who don't know who that is, or what that is,
there was a slew of murders in the early aughts, and the story broke in like 2010 or some shit.
Yeah, they were finding a bunch of bodies. No one really gave a shit because there's a bunch of women, and no one gives a shit about women when they find them dead. And apparently,
Long Island in Gilgo Beach, Long Island.
I've noticed a trend because I'm watching a lot of those cold case shows and those shows about serial killers, and it's like the police are like, "Oh, look, there's like 5 or 6 women dead. Should we investigate that? Maybe. Yeah, give it to that guy."
And
And
why?
nothing gets done.
Cliche, sex worker, murdered.
Yeah, but they're not. Half of them weren't.
Well,
No,
there
I don't know in this case. In this case, I don't know. I'm talking about the case. I was talking about a cold case from.
But dipshit of the week, motherfucker got caught.
What's his name? What was his name? It's Alex something, right? No, Rex. No.
And it wasn't
Rex Hewerman. Rex. You don't trust someone named Rex. Everyone. That's. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've never met one person named Rex. I've never met a Rex.
He looks like a fucking.
He looks. Well, you don't have his picture up. There he goes. The guy's got alcoholism neck. You know what I mean?
He's got serial killer neck. No, I'm kidding.
When they blow it up, you know, like when. He looks like he needs a liver
Like,
transplant.
why is he posing for a photo? Like, what?
He works for. That's his company photo.
Oh, okay. I was like,
He's a suburban professional who commutes to Manhattan to work, who makes quite a decent living, who murdered prostitutes and young women and
when his wife was away. He did it when she was away.
And Mike, do you remember? Now I live in a very hurricane-prone area. We get storms regularly. The other day, it's crazy. Anyway, so Hurricane Sandy washed away a lot of the evidence, is what they were saying, and he might have continued to dump bodies, and that's how he got away with a lot of shit. I don't know the whole story, but the story's gonna unfold. But he's.
I remember when they found the bodies. I remember they were like, okay, there's a serial killer out here.
Because dipshits get caught, and he got caught.
No, I mean, I'm glad he got caught. He has a daughter. Jesus Christ. He
I am happy that this story comes to a fucking end.
He has a special needs son. Jesus Christ. He has a 26-year-old daughter. Imagine that, being a 26-year-old woman and finding out your father has been killing women
Your age?
your age. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's a little crazy, number one. Number two, like, you know, the psycho working in Manhattan shit under everybody's nose is sort of, I'm sorry, a little hack and cliche, but he fits the bill. As far as what happened. We won't go deeper into it. I think so, yeah, he did it.
No, I know he did it. I'm saying he fits the bill. Oh.
They have three outright. And then The other, I don't know how many, 10 or 8 or dozen, I don't know how many, what the rest of the numbers are potential. And usually like 3, if they got you on 3, come on. The other ones that are exactly like it, even if you only did 5 of them, if you got charged for all of them, what's the difference?
There was that show, The Killing Fields. I talked about it in a previous episode about in Texas where they kept finding women's bodies and they assumed there was one serial killer and it turned out to be like 8 different people and they all chose to dump.
Thought the same thing. They all were like, "We're gonna do this."
Well,
on separate, like,
I
great
felt
minds think,
okay. So.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's funny because I felt really bad for the guy that owned the property because he was like the suspect and he's like, I'm not killing anybody. And they're like, well, these women keep being found on your body. These bodies keep being found on your property. And he's just like, I just.
For him, it was the worst because
I think he didn't he kill himself or something? I forgot what happened. Or he had to go in hiding because everyone was like after him and he didn't actually kill anyone. It was just crazy.
Bad luck.
I mean, at that point, you should probably like cut the grass more, you know?
Be seen by your fucking neighbors, like all
No,
the time.
no, that's not what I mean. Like if they're dumping bodies in your property, it's too thick.
Landscape.
Cut the fucking grass.
Landscape, yes.
Like, oh look, another body. I wonder who put that there. Maybe if you cut the grass, you would figure it out.
Make a suggestion. Breed a few iguana on your fucking property, and that'll take care of that shit. Because they will eat everything in your fucking property. Anything that's green, these iguanas will eat.
Eat the bodies?
No, they would see the bodies because the iguanas would have eaten away the grass.
But we don't want to eat the What? Okay, you went to a whole.
Eating bodies. The iguanas are eating the grass that's covering the bodies. Oh no. Now we're going down the hole again, Mike.
So, thanks for watching, I guess. I figured we'll end on that note of the dipshit of the week. Yeah. Like, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, which we never post to. We're on Facebook. YouTube. There's 2 YouTube accounts, the Dumbfounding Dipshits Podcast YouTube, and there's also the Nothing Network. Please like and subscribe. And can't hear you, Ryan. Your microphone cuts out. Can you hear me clear? But whenever there's music on in the background, your shit cuts out. It's so weird.
Sundays at 9:30.
There you go. Okay. I was wondering what you're going to say it.